Wizards are long-range attackers and can develop powerful magic, but they are fragile fighters. You hear that, Va? They're fragile fighters. They are not meant to be in the front line, Va. This is Des Plays, and welcome to Card Hunter. This is a free-to-play game available on Steam, which my friend Va recommended to me. And she recommended that I try it while she went to have dinner while we were taking a break on another game. And I gotta say, I was sold after about 5 minutes of playing this. And when she came back from dinner, we were done with that other game, and we've been playing this ever since. Because this game is both single-player and co-op. You can have up to 3 people playing in your party. And I will have a link to those videos later on. But right now, I figured I'd start over a new campaign to show you how this works. And we're just about to do the first tutorial dungeon, which we've just recruited our first character, a warrior. And let's get to it.
Yeah!
So this is a regular adventure. Raid on Omelette. Kobolds are raiding the peaceful village of Omelette, slaughtering the villagers and plundering their meager possessions. Will a brave adventurer step up to send these vicious bandits packing? The peasants will surely reward anyone valiant enough to aid them stopping the raid on Omelette. An exciting battle for one character. That's right, we only have one, currently.
Huh. Ah!
I'm not going to read this guy. But this is important. The Cobalt Raiders are in a group that shares a single deck. So they only have these 4 cards. But let's see, who do we want to go for? And that's right, our bold hero is Saints. This is you, Saints. And let us move up on this guy.
Huh.
When a group plays a move card, they can all move at once. Alright, so we'll be able to attack this guy immediately, which we shall do. Alright, that's one down. And he's going to have 1 attack card. We are going to move away. Alright, so he doesn't have any more move cards in the round, and we draw more cards. At the start of each round, you always draw 1 bonus move card. I did not know that. Because you chose a human, you get the basic run card as your default move. That's nice. Then you draw 2 more cards from your deck. So if we had decided to pass and end the round earlier and we still had cards remaining, we can hold on to 2 and carry them over to the next round. Any more than 2 and we have to discard some. But... and this should be GG right here. Yay! The village is saved, and the remaining Cobalt Raiders scamper off into the fields. The grateful villagers reward you handsomely. The task now remains to track these miscreants back to their lair and put a stop to the attacks. Collect loot.
Yay!
Yay! Saints found some loot!
Woohoo!
Alright, so I think, yeah, this is just junk. And, oh, we can't sell it directly from here. So, right now you can see we only have a couple of equipment slots. We only have a weapon and boots. That's it. So we have, at the moment, if we had another weapon, we could put it in here. And I really like the way that you build your decks. It's the equipment that you have determines which cards are going to be in your deck. And I think we found this in the co-op campaign that we've been doing. Like, depending on which dungeon you were going into, you might want to adjust your deck, because there was one that you'll probably see where almost all of us died because there was a really huge boss that he could one-shot the character I was playing as well as the character that Va was playing, and two-shot our tank. So it was important to keep that guy at range. However, on our first attempt, our tank Greenling only had attacks that he had to be right next to the guy to use. So we had to go back and adjust our decks because of that. Anyway, So as we level up, we're going to get more slots to put more cards into our deck. But that's for later. Head to the armory to exchange your loot for something useful. Alright.
Yay!
Alright, so like I said, this was just junk. And we can sell this.
Huh.
And so we'll take this woodman's axe.
Yeah!
And now we get more cards.
Huh. Yay! What?
Saint searches the fields for tracks and finds a trail leading into the wilderness.
And now.
Following the trail of footsteps and dropped plunder, you find the Cobalt Raiders camped in the woods a league from Omelette. Now is the time, while they are squabbling over their loot, to strike back and destroy the Cobalt encampment and safeguard the village. You pursue the kobolds into the treacherous hills surrounding Omelette. Before long, a musty stench alerts you to the presence of the remaining kobolds. It seems they are gathering their ill-gotten possessions and are making preparations to flee. It is up to you to stop them from warning the main camp.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Jeepers, this time you're outnumbered 3-1. Not to worry, I have a few hints that will help you out.
Huh.
Alright, this is important. Enemies have to halt when they move next to you, so move to the yellow square to stop them surrounding you. And which is what we shall do.
Oh.
And let's see. Alright, this is also important. These shield-carrying kobolds have block cards. Use your weakest attacks first to draw them out. So we want to keep this guy blocked, so we're going to leave this guy alone. We're going to go for the guy on the left first. Alright, so that used up his block card. And this should finish him off. Alright, one down. And we're out of cards. So, end round. So if he has a block card, which I don't think he does. Let's see. He only has a move card. So we can move here, and that other guy should be able to get to us. Yeah, okay. And next round. You're doing pretty well so far, Saints. I'm impressed. And, okay. Let's go with Simple Strike again. And finish him off. Adventure complete. Onward! Having dispatched the raiding party, you don't overrun. You overturn their camp and liberate what items they had. Searching the area reveals a cave mouth and a crude earthen tunnel leading into the darkness under the hills. Is this where the kobolds have come from? Only further adventures will tell. So we leveled up, and we got an additional point of health, as well as, what is that, armor? No, shield. So they should give us a shield.
Whoa.
A rare item, the Cobalt Killer. Yeah, you always get this when you go through here. So let's take a look, see what we got. This is treasure. We already have this, I think. Yeah, that's a blunt sword. So we are going to replace the blunt sword with Cobalt Killer. And this is a really cool attack. I love this one. Controlled overswing. You discard your oldest card when you play this, but however, you do 10 damage. So this is the kind of card that you can one-shot a weaker opponent.
Huh.
And we should go to the armory to get a shield. Oh, and we should be able to recruit somebody new to our party. So let's take the shield. And we will sell this. And I don't think we can sell this stuff.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Not yet, anyway. I have a massive pile of junk on my other character. or my other party. So let's go get us.
Yay!
All right, who do we want? Do we want a human wizard, an elf wizard, or a dwarf wizard? I think I'm going to go with an elf wizard. And what should we call this character? We shall call this character Valhalla. Because when Valhalla inevitably screws up, I can yell at her.
Yeah!
Wizards are long-range attackers and can develop powerful magic, but they are fragile fighters. You hear that, Va? They're fragile fighters. They are not meant to be in the front line, Va.
Adventurers!
Let's pursue the kobolds. Return to the map and follow the tunnels into darkness, if you dare. I do dare.
Yeah!
Okay. In the hillside, a crude tunnel leads into the darkness. From this ominous portal, the kobolds sallied forth to terrorize the farmers. Now you must turn the tables and bring fire and the sword to the raiders themselves as you venture down the tunnels into darkness.
Ambush!
You light your torch and head into the kobolds' tunnel. The passageway leads down and then runs straight for many miles before reaching a three-way intersection. While you ponder which way to go, a crude horn sounds and a mighty kobold hero emerges to confront you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Line of sight, blah, blah, blah. All right.
Oh.
So, let's see. We're going to hold on to his move card for right now. And probably she can only hit him with a spark. So let's do that first.
Huh.
So we need to get him to turn him around. We need to get him to turn around.
Yeah!
So we need to move him. So let's move there. Let's see if we can't get him to turn around. There we go. Nope. Damn it. Alright, he passed. Now we can get him. Love that attack. Adventure complete. Onward. The tunnel finally emerges high above the floor of White Skull Canyon. So this is where the Cobalt Lair is. You will return with allies to finally stamp out these monsters and liberate the treasure they have stolen from the surrounding villages. Alright, what do we have? Golem Cleaver. Ah, yeah, this is a good one. Because you can see here, this I believe we can use on Saints, and that's a pretty good attack for 3 damage. However, you can see that you can use this from, I don't have to be adjacent to them like I would with these attacks. So let's see, that's a treasure. What is this? Arcane item. Yes, we will take that. And Saints, what do we want? We want to replace probably the Woodsman's Axe. Although we'll lose the chop. Yeah, I think we'll lose the chop. I'm alright with that.
Huh.
Okay.
Ah!
Do we want more junk? Nah, we're good. Alright, White Skull Canyon. Or, I wonder, can we recruit a priest yet? Nope. After battling the under the ground itself, you have emerged into the desolate White Skull Canyon. It is here that the Cobalts have gathered under the leadership of their sinister high priest. Put them to the sword and end their depredations for once and all. Returning to White Skull Canyon, you follow the winding dry riverbed until you come to a high wooden wall. Suddenly, the gates are thrown open. Cobalt warriors rush forward, egged on by their high priest. Ig Gabig. Okay. Can she hit anybody? She cannot. Not from here. So we will put Saints there. And yeah, go ahead and hit him. And finish him off. Come on. Oh, damn it. So where can she... So she can hit this guy from this position, but she can't hit this guy. She can also... Yeah, alright. We're going to move you to here, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, so... What else does this guy have? 2? Zap him. Alright, that guy's done. And I think this guy... Attach the target at the start of each round, heal 3, duration 3. Alright, so there's no point in attacking him because he's going to heal 3 points. So... Let us get this guy. And... I think I want to... No, I can't move him, so never mind. Okay, so... Let us kill this dude. And we'll have... finish him off. A little zap. Alright, you can go ahead and hit him with the stab. And we will block him in now, I think. Yeah. So, how do we want to do this? Big zap. And Saints, you can finish him off. Victory! Victorious, you search the bodies. While your back is turned, Igabig's feigned death encampment dissipates and the shifty little Cobalt priest slips away deeper into the lair after him. So, what do we got? Ooh, a new shield. Unreliable block and 2 weak blocks. No, 2 unreliable blocks. Flimsy block. Block any damage with 2 or less with a roll of 3. Block any with a roll of 6+. So this card could really save your ass, but probably won't. So I think we're not going to be using that. And then Va can get a divine item with a force bolt, and force bolt I think moves them. Slide back 1. Do we want that? What do we lose? We lose big zap, telekinesis, and little zap. Oh, no, I don't think we're going to use this either. Maybe if she gets another slot, which I think she will, we might put that in there. Alright, so the shaman's hut. Pursuing the Cobalt priest, you corner him in his stinking hut. Now it is time for the final showdown with these murderous bandits.
Uh-oh.
This map has difficult terrain in it. You must stop moving when you enter difficult terrain. Alright, so As you can see, this guy...
Huh.
Alright, so this guy here is going to take 1, 2, 3 moves to get out of there. This guy is going to take 1, 2, 3, or I don't think that's difficult. Is that difficult terrain? I'm not sure. Either way, so it's gonna be a bunch of moves before any of these guys are in play. So we can go ahead and get the shaman right away. And we need him right on top of it. So we move there, we should be able... Alright, he's frenzied. Wait until the frenzy wears off. Nope, we're not going to have that. We are going to telekinesis you up here. Saint's going to eat that. And Va's going to finish him off. Alright, so that's the first guy down. And I think I'm going to sit tight on this. Because we got this guy, I think this guy's going to be the next one that we have to worry about. So we will block him in here. Alright, so we used one flimsy block. Do they have blocks? They do. Do you have a melee attack, Va? Why do you have a melee attack? Alright, so that guy's done. And this guy is who we're going to be dealing with next, so end the round. Okay. I'm assuming they have block cards, so we're going to go with penetrating first. And probably little zap him. Okay. So he still has... Does he have a move card? Well, you can eat an attack, I think. Alright, so now that's gone. Saints, you can move up there and overhead swing him to death. And that's GG. Searching through the muck and bodies, you recover what treasure you can. The kobolds are overthrown and put to flight. The villagers can rest well tonight. You are now a fully fledged adventurer. Alright, so Va got another arcane item slot. Saints, I don't think you leveled up. You did not, so...
Whoa.
That's a lot of junk. Alright, that's a priest item. So shield, weak block, flimsy block, unreliable block. What do you have here? 1 weak and 2 flimsy. I think we're gonna go with this. And what else is there? Uncommon boots. Run and weak armor. Walk, simple strike, and reliable hide. No, we're gonna go with the run. Definitely. And yeah, we'll just take the rest of this junk.
Huh.
Head to the tavern and let's recruit a priest. So who do we want? Do we want a human priest? Human priests are healers and fighters who can fight in close, aid their friends, and curse their enemies. At higher levels, they get access to skill cards that let them manipulate their card draws. Elf priests are highly mobile support characters who can both heal and curse from a distance. Though they have decent melee weapons, they can't hang in a fight for too long. At higher levels, they gain even more powerful elf movement. Dwarven priests are resilient support characters with their natural dwarven toughness. They can hang in a fight, but they may have trouble getting into range. At higher levels, their dwarven skills make them even harder to hurt. So I think we're going to go with an elf priest. And this elf priest we shall call... Let's make this Sin is Fun. Or do I want to make that Shadow of the Ground? No, we're going to go with Sin is Fun.
Yeah!
Sin is Fun. We'll fight by your side. Excellent.
Yay!
Your party is now full. You can recruit new characters if you like, but you will have to swap them for old ones.
Woohoo!
So anyway, that's the tutorial levels, and the next episode we will be going into an actual dungeon. If you don't want to see that and you just want to jump right into the game, link to the Steam store page is in the video description. Whenever Greenling posts our co-op games, I will add that link to here. Until then, just know that we have done them. They are a lot of fun. If you can talk two friends into playing this with you, I highly recommend that you do so. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.